Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Wisconsin police are desperately searching for a little 3-year-old boy who went missing on February 20th of 2024 from his home in Two Rivers, Wisconsin, while in the care of a caregiver. They say he was reported missing around 8 a.m., and an Amber Alert was issued for him, even though they have not released any vehicle or abductor information. So far, news outlets say they don't have any other answers about the Amber Alert being issued, other than the child is missing, and the entire community has been out desperately searching for him. We don't have much information other than he's 3 years old, 3 feet tall, and 45 pounds, with dark brown hair, and that he may be carrying a red and white blanket with him. He's been missing well over 24 hours at this point, and every hour that passes that he isn't found is excruciating for his loved ones and the searchers. I have no information about or from his parents to share at this time either, so I'm going to share some news clips with you so you know what we've heard up until now. Please, share out little Elijah's information as much as you can. He's only 3 years old, and he's either lost and scared, or he's been abducted. Police don't know yet. I'll be praying for his safe return, and if you pray, I hope you'll join me. We also need to pray for all the volunteers out in the cold looking for him in the woods and everywhere. They're angels, and they need protection, along with little Elijah.
Elijah! Elijah! Elijah!
Authorities in the Two Rivers community continuing their search today for 3-year-old Elijah Vue. Good afternoon. I'm Emerson Lehman in for Catherine today. It's been nearly 30 hours since the young boy was last seen in Two Rivers at a home on Michigan Road. An Amber Alert was issued early yesterday afternoon. And take a closer look at your screens here. Elijah is 3 feet tall, 45 pounds. He has brown hair, brown eyes, and a birthmark on his left knee. People last saw him wearing gray sweatpants, a long sleeve dark colored shirt, and red and green dinosaur slip-on shoes. It's also possible he is carrying a red and white blanket with him. Emily Roberts has been live in Two Rivers all morning as those search efforts continue. Emily, what's the latest?
Emerson, with each hour that passes, the search gets more desperate and more heartbreaking. Everyone crossing their fingers for Elijah's safe return. Investigators are going in and out of this apartment complex behind me here, some wearing gloves. So let me step out of the way so you can take a closer look. This is the 3900 block of Michigan Road. That's the area police say Elijah's adult caretaker last saw him, but haven't confirmed the apartments have anything to do with his disappearance. You can see Department of Justice crime scene response trucks. The State Patrol is over here and some law enforcement officials.
Keep in mind he's probably scared and cold, so he's probably hiding somewhere.
A community search party looking all over Two Rivers for Elijah. Hundreds of people searching the woods, along the river, and in neighborhoods for any sign of the little boy. Our Action 2 News team followed one group moving branches and checking around trees for any spots Elijah could be hiding. We first told you law enforcement started searching at about 11 yesterday morning, and now local, state, and federal emergency response teams are looking along with so many community members. Some people searching say they won't sleep until there are some answers, and they want a sign as the search passes the 24-hour mark.
Him alive obviously would be the best, but some kind of a clue that makes everybody know where to go or what the next step is.
If you aren't joining any searches, you can still help. Police ask everyone living in the area to check any surveillance cameras or video doorbells for footage of Elijah. Our Action 2 News team is going to continue to follow this and be first to bring you the very latest both on air and online. Everyone just wishing for Elijah to come back safely. Live in Two Rivers, Emily Roberts, Action 2 News.
News Shopper 12's Matt Salemi reports from Two Rivers as community members set out to find the little boy.
A group of volunteers got together along Martin Drive at 38th Street, and they gathered there to comb out through the neighborhood and through the wooded area that sits just behind the row of homes where the child was last seen. Now you can see that it is a pretty densely wooded populated area that sits right behind that row of homes where the child was last seen yesterday. Now from the dense wooded area, it goes a couple hundred feet, and then you've got more of a marshy swampland that just before you reach one of the two rivers here in Manitowoc County. Above the scene in News Chopper 12, Matt Salemi, WISN 12 News.
There is a tip line that's been set up to help find Elijah. The number is on your screen right now. It's 844-267-6648. 12 News has asked Two Rivers Police and the Wisconsin Department of Justice how this case elevated to the level of an Amber Alert, if they believe he was abducted, or if there's any vehicle description. So far, neither agency has answered our questions.
Police, firefighters, and a large number of volunteers conduct a search of the Two Rivers area for 3-year-old Elijah Vue. Elijah's family watches in disbelief. We spoke to the uncle making a plea for someone to come forward with information.
I mean, if they know where he is, we'd love to have him back. Other than that, we're as clueless as everyone else.
Pretty scary situation, I can only guess.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
At one point, we caught up with police after items were found outside an apartment complex, but they wouldn't confirm whether those items belonged to Elijah. Many of those helping with the search for the young boy are parents themselves or work at the school.
And it's just terrifying because I work with kids, and it's like I work for the school district in here, and it's like, oh my God, this could be a little kid I could know. You know, and it's just terrifying.
I couldn't imagine it being me in that situation. I would want as many people as can be to be looking for my child.
Search efforts even extended beyond the city as we saw fire trucks along County Road VB and ATVs searching farmland. Several boats were also launching from the Twin River Public Access. That's where we caught up with a volunteer who drove from Valders to help out.
There's people here from everywhere. I think every department in the county is out helping. Multiple people in all of Two Rivers community is out. I mean, there's staging areas at the church. The parking lots are full. The streets are full. And I mean, we've been here 15 minutes, and I bet 100 cars have gone by already.
Everybody just doing whatever it takes to find this little boy.
That's correct. Anybody's going to do anything. No one's going to sleep tonight until they have answers.
The search intensifies for a missing 3-year-old boy last seen yesterday morning in Two Rivers.
An Amber Alert was issued for 3-year-old Elijah Vue. He was last seen at his home on Tuesday morning near 39th and Mishicot on Two Rivers. That's in Manitowoc County. And that's where we find our Stephanie Quirk live tonight. And Steph, what have you learned in just the last hour?
Yeah, well, Mary, we're actually right near the home where police say 3-year-old Elijah Vue was last seen. And since we've been here this afternoon, we've seen dozens of search parties out on the lookout for this young boy, among them some of his family members. The community in Two Rivers holding hope as they hand out flyers in the desperate search for missing 3-year-old Elijah Vue.
A little child like that go missing, especially in a small town like this.
On Tuesday, an Amber Alert was issued for Vue. The boy was last seen by his caregiver at home near 39th and Mishicot around 8 Tuesday morning.
It's just devastating.
Dozens of volunteers and search parties have hit the streets Wednesday, looking for any signs of Vue.
I can't imagine what that family's going through.
Among one of those search groups,
it's been very hard, very disheartening,
is Linda Vue, the 3-year-old boy's aunt.
We're trying to be hopeful. We've been, in contact with law enforcement, giving our all.
Police say Vue was last seen in gray sweatpants, a long-sleeve dark shirt, and wearing green dinosaur shoes.
Please keep your eyes open. Please check your daily rain camera.
Local, state, and federal law enforcement have been present as more and more people join the search.
Looking high, low, looking every place where a child could be.
Covering areas near Forest View Cemetery and Holy Cross Cemetery.
And everyone yelling his name.
As of Wednesday afternoon, police say there are no updates in the investigation. As for Vue's family members,
trying everything we can to help out.
And just about an hour ago, the city of Two Rivers says police will provide an update at some point later today. As for now, authorities are asking people to check their doorbell cameras and be on the lookout. Reporting live in Two Rivers, Stephanie Quirk, Fox 6 News.
Stephanie, I know you talked to Elijah's aunt. Any word from her on how the parents are doing?
I did ask her about that. She said she hasn't been in contact with the parents of Elijah for a few years.
All right, Stephanie Quirk reporting live there. We'll look for updates later. Thank you.
Thank you. As police continue that search, as he showed us earlier, members of the Two Rivers community also doing their work. Samantha Cavalli joining us live in Two Rivers with how the community is working together to try to bring Elijah home. Samantha.
Well, Cammie and Bill, what we're trying to figure out here is that hundreds of people, as of yesterday afternoon, were out searching for Elijah, and they're not going to be stopping until he is found.
Second group come around 8:45.
A community coming together in a time of need, all with the sole purpose of finding 3-year-old Elijah Vue.
You can tell by the community around here, it just hits close to home. No one wants to see a little boy or really anyone go missing from our neighborhood.
Ashley Baer says she and her husband Ryan did not get much sleep Tuesday night, knowing Elijah wasn't home safe. They started a search party on the corner of 39th and Martin, and they were shocked by the number of people who came out as early as 8:30 Wednesday morning.
We all headed out into the woods. We probably covered about 10 miles out there, and it's thick, so it's hard to get through, but we wanted to make sure that we covered every crevice that we could think of in hopes of finding him and bringing him home.
Baer says many local businesses donated food, water, and drinks to those searching. Sabrina Knox, the manager of the local Dairy Queen, stopped by to donate burgers and fries. She was out searching Tuesday as well.
I have never seen like so many people in one spot in Two Rivers, and it was just, there was hundreds of people everywhere. So it was great.
Knox says it's great knowing the community has everyone's back if anything were to happen to anyone. Baer agrees, saying if something happened to her 3-year-old son, she wouldn't be alone.
We like to think that our neighborhood is a safe area for us to live in and raise our children. So to have something like this hit so close, it just makes us want to hug our kids a little bit more and pray that we can bring Elijah home.
Now, other community members that we spoke with say that they are remaining optimistic that they are going to be finding Elijah safe. Now, also tonight at 7 p.m., there's going to be a candlelight vigil. It'll be held at St. Peter, the Fisherman Catholic Parish. That'll be for the candlelight vigil to have Elijah return home safely. That'll be tonight there at the parish at 7 p.m. and we'll have a full report tonight on our 10 p.m. newscast. Reporting live in Two Rivers, Samantha Cavalli, Action 2 News.
Samantha, thank you once again. Here's the picture of the missing 3-year-old Elijah Vue. Now, if you or anyone you know has information that may lead to his whereabouts, please contact the Two Rivers Police Department. The number you see on your screen is 920-686-7200.
Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, and I hope my next video is announcing he's been found safe.